Wow, it's kind of interesting. We were just talking about clip shows with Trigger, and I totally forgot that Zenkaiger was a clip show.
No! Mine! My Mars.
Okay.
Not yours. Mine.
Well, stop playing with your balls at the moment. And let's talk about our clip show. That is Zenkaiger, not Ultraman Trigger. But apparently you want to talk about a trigger warning.
So yes, before we get started in the episode, I do want to talk about one important thing. Because obviously it's going to come into conversation. For any reason, if you ever feel uncomfortable or you feel fearful of doing something terrible, as we'll be talking about later, please make sure to connect with the right people. If you know somebody else who is going through it, definitely go through and know that you're never alone. You could always DM Kaiju Okami or even reach out to me and we can be there to tell you it's okay. The reason why I mentioned it. The reason I mentioned...
No, it's not okay. Everything's bad. Ah! Run for your lives! Everything's falling apart! We're all being destroyed! Ah! Is that dramatic enough?
Yes.
Dramatic.
You're never going to win an Oscar, just so you know.
Good thing I'm not an actor.
Okay. Nevertheless, the reason why we're saying
I'm waiting for my close-up. Why is the camera not zooming up on me?
Because you control the camera and you're sitting here.
Oh, crap. That's true.
Unless you magically can do both at the same time.
Well, I could zoom up on the actual video itself, but that would require work then to actually have to play with the thing, whereas for these, I just like to cut the beginning, cut the end, and boom, start rendering.
And you've already explained it, so it would kill the joke if you did that.
Shut up! But it wouldn't kill it, because if I had to do that, I could zoom up and then talk about zooming up after.
Okay, nevertheless, the reason why I mentioned this warning, and the reason why he's making light of it, not making light of it, that sounds terrible, why he's trying to bring humor into it is because it's a very sad topic.
Now I need to put the flashlight app on here.
So, well, the flashlight lamp...
there, now I've made light of it.
Okay, so within Zenkaiger, we've actually had to have an actor change. And that is actually for Iago's actor, or Gege. Because the original actor, his name was Tatsuhisa Suzuki. He is still alive, so I say was because he's not a part of the show. The new actor for Gege, for voiceover, is Masaya Fukunishi. The reason why there was the reason why there was a change in actor is because Tatsuhisa, he actually was married to, he actually is married to the singer Lisa, who has done a lot of anime theme songs. She actually is responsible for the theme song for Demon Slayer that's called Kerrang!
He was the rabbit Buddy-roid in Go Busters?
Yes.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
So, Tatsuhisa has cheated on his wife, or allegedly, obviously nothing has been proven. And due to this alleged affair, he and his wife had gone on hiatus as of June. That's why Gege wasn't in the last few episodes of Zenkaiger, because they both have gone on hiatus professionally. And sadly, on August 18th, which was last week, he had tried to commit suicide and is currently hospitalized due to
Well, I guess then he won't be reprising his role in Free like they had just announced that he would be reprising his role there.
So, well, and that's the hard part. We don't know what's going to be going on because obviously suicide is a terrible thing to attempt. Having tried it myself many, many years ago, and thankfully I didn't succeed because I wouldn't be here now. It is a very scary and dark place to be.
I'm just letting you talk.
And so it's kind of sad because on the fandom side of things, I really liked his voice as Gege.
Yeah, the new voice just doesn't.
Because he had that deep, intimidating voice that you could hear the conniving, you could hear the different tiers. And obviously we've only had one episode with this new voice actor.
But it just didn't sound the same.
And so I'm going to give him a shot because obviously there is a dark turn of events that really pushed this change. Obviously it was even before that, it sounds like, because of the affair and because they both took a hiatus, I'm assuming, to try to fix their relationship. But the flip side of it, as a person who's been in a committed relationship with another human being for 20 years, cheating in your relationship is never right.
Well, it's not that hard to not.
I agree. I make the joke you can look at the menu and not order, but at the same time, there is a sense of loyalty that comes from being in a relationship with another human being. And so I am disappointed that he did that because he was the voice actor for the Buddy Royd Usada in Go Busters. He also actually played the dub voice for Zack in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
The new one?
The new one. So, not too many things. Tokusatsu realm, obviously he did a lot of anime because he was Makoto in Free, and there's probably a number of other series. So I do hope he gets well. I hope if they do decide to stay together, they can work through what had happened and all will be well. But I do know, having been a person who attempted suicide, that's a stigma that stays around with you forever. And a lot of times people have a hard time looking at you in that same light because of the concerns about your mental health, your safety, and potentially the safety of others. So, in all seriousness, before we get on to the episode, if you ever...
You've already said that.
I know, but in all seriousness, if you ever get to the point where you feel like you need to take your own life or you feel scared of something, you are not alone. Please do go and talk to somebody. Everybody has had dark times, and it's better to talk it out rather than going to that extreme. Never go to that extreme. Well, on a lighter note...
Well, actually, I was going to say on a more depressing note, Zenkaiger was a clip show. Yay!
Well, I was going to go on to a lighter note. Because it was a clip show, we can make fun of the episode now. Because even though it was a clip show, it wasn't a full clip show.
It was one of the better done clip shows.
Because I would say it was probably maybe 30% clip show, 70% new footage.
I was going to say it was probably a third of it was actually clip show.
Yeah, it was
well
balanced.
Because I didn't actually start speeding through some of it until I think it was the 10-minute mark.
Well, and how they handled the clip show was very well done. Because it wasn't one of those things where everybody was sitting around the table, so to speak, looking back at the last 6 months. And
remember that time when we blah, blah,
well,
blah?
Well, exactly.
Well, let's have a quiz. When did we blah, blah, blah? Oh, well, we did blah, blah, blah with blah, blah, blah.
So it was very thoughtful on how it managed a clip show. This was actually one of the few clip shows I have watched in all of my television viewing history. And I feel like, okay, I can't complain as much about it being a clip show because
it made me think
it was fun.
Well, it was done effectively well, like back when, like Kamen Rider Ryuki, when Odin sent everyone back in time, and
yes,
we had Kiba. What was Ryuki's name again?
I can't remember his name. Just Ryuki.
When he had to go through experiencing everything over again. So I did kind of like that, and it was kind of entertaining, like the Simpsons clip shows, the first few they did.
And it wasn't like a clip show where everybody was involved in it.
I did like, first when it starts, they're like, why are they recycling Sun World or whatever?
High Noon World.
High Noon World, and well, he doesn't have a recycling symbol on him. Oh, it's I'm Sundial World. Then he sends it back in time, and they're like, I did like when Wall Boss was like, are you going to have him go back in time and stop them from doing everything over? Yeah, I was on that.
Oh, yeah, that was so... Barashitara was so not consciously thinking of how it was going to work. And I will personally say I feel bad for High Noon World because every boss he went up to, Barashitara, Ijarud, Stacy, every time he asked them for help or a directionality to go with what he's doing, they would treat him terribly and beat him up.
I don't know who you are.
No, admittedly, the best line of the episode and the best line of the series is when he gets hit by Ijarud and Zek-chan says, this is the problem with being a middle manager trying to connect with your boss.
With terrible bosses.
With terrible bosses. And I'm like, yes, I have lived that. I still sometimes live it. Middle-end people do not have an easy time connecting with bad leaders. And I'm just like, you go, Zek-chan. You are right. And then when Stacy is like, leave me alone, so to speak, then Zek-chan is like, maybe it's not a problem with the leaders. Maybe it's a problem with your failed communication skills. And I'm like, you know, there's got to be kind of a combination of column A and column B.
The one thing I was disappointed with is at the end, when Wall Boss is yelling at them for failing again, I wanted a scene of them going, damn it, I never realized that was the monster that was just randomly coming up to me.
Because they made him go back in time and everybody forgot about him. I'm like, Jesus. But I do like the fact that somehow, even though he reversed time, Zek-chan was still able to connect with everybody.
Well, I think it's because he was connected to Sundial World.
I know, but it was so hilarious because every time you see him like conversing with people, he's always just, rather than doing like the blah blah blah, he's doing like hello 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 chilo chilo. I'm like, oh my god.
I did like also when the two Zek-chans teamed up to help Flint when she was frozen.
Oh my god. Well, I also like because we started the episode just like what we did with Trigger today, where it was in the middle of a battle, and everybody is fighting hard as hell. Once we go through all the episode, back to that point, everybody is lazy. Like, Vroom's lying on the ground shooting, Kaito's looking at his hand shoot. I'm like, nobody is interested. And High Noon World is like, I'm going to get...
High Noon World? Wrong one. Sundial World.
Sundial World is trying to get them to, like, distract them. And they're all distracted. And then it kind of reminds me of, like, the comment you made when you were like, it's not this, it's this. I was like, oh my god, this is the perfect time to have that meme. It's me, Dio. Because the way they acted, it's like how Dio acts in JoJo's. that he's like, I'm ignoring your joke, but he acts like I knew everything that was going to happen. And then we get to our, I'm going to call it the swarm party, because that's what reminded me with everybody around the table at the end of the episode partying. Because then you see Flint and Zox there chowing down, and nobody knows why they're there. And Zox even says as well, where are we celebrating anyways? I'm just here for the food. However, the thing that pisses me off about that scene is, so you get the first scene where you see Zox and Flint. Ricky and Kuttner are toys placed on a table right next to them both. And they're still having someone shake them around a little bit so they look like they're still animated. The next time we see them, the stupid ass people forego the toys that look good and make it CGI. If they have toys, why can't they use them? They use them for Zek-chan. Why? Why can't they use the toys and not use the shitty ass? What the hell are you doing?
I'm a choir. So what are you doing?
Preaching to the choir. Oh my God. I was wondering, I was like, are you praying because I'm possessed or something?
No, I'm just being a choir.
But still, what the hell?
No, but I like Set-chan. Why are we eating chicken?
Oh yes, 3 times. Why is there so much poultry on this table? And I have to agree. It's kind of like if you even though it's a robotic bird, Set-chan feels camaraderie for his poultry family members. And you just see them going at it, eating all this chicken, and he's like, but really, why is there so much poultry? It kind of reminds me of Nicole Byers from the Netflix show Nailed It, which I need to make you watch one of these damn times because it's funny. But she's like, why is there so much bad baking? It's all I thought of.
But
context, I know.
But I did like, Kaijo's like, oh, we gotta do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then Sunday was like, oh, don't worry, he's gonna lose his memory in a moment to the time lapse. I gotta go save Juron. Hey,
who's Juron?
What am I doing? Oh, okay.
I did think it was funny because when he goes back in time, he specifically remembers everything.
Why did you blow up that stand again?
Oh yes, when he goes up to Bar Shitara and starts chewing him out, and Bar Shitara's like, who are you? I'm Zenkaiger. And he's like, what's a Zenkaiger? And I'm like, I love this. Because it kind of reminded me of like a Groundhog's Day element. Now, if they actually did that, kind of what they did in Kira Major for Yellow, where I think it was Taka, his name is?
With the reset world?
Yeah, where they did the reset. If they did something like that, that would have been so cool. Just kind of playing with time continuously. But overall, yes, a clip show.
Okay, I did like also.
I enjoyed it.
Because they did show clips of the mech battle from earlier on. They didn't have an actual mech battle. So, and because Wall Boss spent so much time yelling at them, the gear broke, just shattered to pieces.
Oh, that was perfect because right when it got destroyed, the monster got destroyed, I was like, are we going to have a Kudai test? What is the world going to look like? And yeah, it was perfect. I was like, this is smartly done. And I don't know what it is. It's a clip show episode. Technically it is. but this has to be the best episode I've seen
It's one of the best
in
ones.
a few weeks. And it's a clip show. What the hell?
Oh, from that perspective, yeah, that's the other weird thing. Yeah, it's a clip show, but it was a really well done Zenkaiger episode.
Yes! And it actually, if you think about it, for a clip show episode, actually did story at the same time. Because it added elements of story. Yes, it was very subtle and very limited, but it still did stuff. Are we in the Twilight Zone? I'm just a little worried because next week... Are you almost done?
Fine, I'm done.
I was waiting. I was going to let you continue doing the entire theme song. And see if we actually get a copyright claim for you doing a random rendition of the Twilight Zone theme. That's why I was going to let you go, because I wanted to see.
Anyway, continue.
But I'm a little concerned because... Ooh, what the hell's on the wall?
What?
There,
What?
it went behind the Metroid picture.
Okay, well, there's nothing there right now, so don't worry about it. We're on camera. Worry about that.
Sorry, I have an issue with bugs.
Is it bugging you?
Yes, because I want you to go see what it is and get rid of it.
Don't worry. It's where I'm going to be in a few minutes when we're done here, and I'm on my computer, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So now I'm just going to keep on staring at the wall otherwise. All right. So next week we're going to get an episode.
No, we're not.
Supposedly
Nope.
with Stacy's again.
No, we're not. We're not getting an episode with Stacy.
Why? Because you refuse to watch it?
We're gonna have 50 seconds of Stacy, and everything else is just gonna be a giant pile of filler again. Nope, I'm not falling for it again.
Well, it did look like it was a different mech.
So did the stuff from 2 weeks ago, or what? Yeah, 2 weeks ago's episode. But nope, not falling for it again.
You're a little jaded there.
I'm not getting my hopes up at all. I'm done. I give up on caring about Stacy.
Well, to make you laugh, today when we were doing our exercising, well, it probably won't make the audience laugh, but it made me laugh, is when we were watching all these early 2000 videos, and 3 times Stacy's mom video came up, and I kept on thinking, please play that video. Please play that video.
Okay.
Because it made me think of Stacy.
Obviously it did. Okay, now actually, my favorite moment in the episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
Setchan singing the Ranger theme.
Oh, yes, and them actually getting one of the moves right.
Yeah, getting a power-up right. It's like, yay!
Because they did Babel... What was it called?
I don't know the actual name of it, but...
But yeah, they had everybody doing like the handstands, like a cheerleading formation. And when they showed the, like, a view of the Jew Rangers coming up to them, and I was like, wait, that matches for once. The context is there.
Yep. But like I said, I love just Setchan going, Kyoru Sentai Jew Ranger.
I am still amazed that one of my favorite episodes in the last few weeks is technically a clip show.
Yeah, that's sad.
What the hell, Zenkaiger? What the hell? Okay.
I will say, if they're going to end up doing a clip show again, like for the end of the year or whatever, because like Zyuohger had 2 clip shows, it needs to be a clip show that shows all the previous Sentai series.
That I'm not sure about. If they do one, all I can say is if they do another clip show...
It needs to just be a Sentai clip show.
Well, what I was going to say, if they do another clip show, they need to consciously think about what they did for this clip show and mimic it, because apparently Junko and team actually know how to do a clip show. Really? You can't do a story to save your life, but you could do a great clip show.
It is weird. Very weird.
It is. But that was episode 25.
I will say, I was actually hoping for the opening credits, they were going to do, like, showing the characters in reverse or something.
I kind of was a little disappointed, like, with that, too, because obviously for the summertime episode last week, they actually put little summary things in there to show summer vacation. So I was a little disappointed that they didn't do, like, a timey-wimey type thing.
Ha, timey-wimey.
Well, anytime I think of time like this, I always think of Doctor Who, especially Matt Smith for some reason. His era is what I think of. Him or Capaldi. No, it flew.
Oh my god, will you stop obsessing on the bug?
No.
You need to obsess over here, not over there. Over there is over there, over here is over here. The audience cares about what's over here, not what's over there off camera.
But what if it comes over here? Look at it, it's crawling, see? See, it's there. Below the light switch.
Okay.
And it flew.
Okay.
But it's not a fly though.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't see the bug that was on the balcony the other night. It was like about this big. One of the crickets.
Oh, I think I saw that. It was big and green because it flew into the bush when I was getting home and I had to close your window yesterday because I was so scared to death it was going to come into the car.
Okay.
I thought it was like a praying mantis. All right, nevertheless, I know I like Sentai shows, especially Kamen Rider, that is based on the grasshopper bug theme. Doesn't mean I'm fond of
Did
bugs.
you just say I know I like Sentai shows?
I said
like Kamen Rider?
Tokusatsu.
Well, at least you didn't say I know I like Power Ranger shows, especially Kamen Rider.
Oh, it still frustrates me that I have to tell people whenever I say I like Super Sentai, like it's the original Power Rangers in Japan. Because apparently only people understand Power Rangers.
Yeah, I know, it ticks me off. But it took people many, many years to understand the difference between anime and animation, so...
Oh, I still have people who call it Japanimation. Alright.
At least they still understand what it is.
So, back on track.
We have a track? Toot toot! Toot toot! Everyone aboard!
Well, you are watching Tokuger.
We are almost late. We have never been late before. We need to get moving. Come on, everyone get aboard.
This is not Polar Express.
Oh.
Unless you're going to sing a song about hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Where's my hot chocolate, bitch?
Not here.
Oh.
That's Star Schmucks.
Ew.
All
I
right.
want real hot chocolate.
So, let's fully get back to where we were. Zenkaiger.
So what you mean is I need to rewind time to start this whole review back to where we left off at? I started at?
Sure.
Ooh, there's an idea. If you just see this randomly start back at the beginning, then just watch for an extra minute, because then I'll probably just fast forward back to the end where we are right now.
This is not Spaceballs! We are not going to do that joke of, what's that? Now? Then what's that? Then? I am not doing that. My life is not a Spaceballs VHS tape skit. While it might feel that way sometimes, no.
Have you combed any deserts lately?
No. I have not.
You're sad. I would cry if my nose wasn't all plugged up.
Well, actually, that would clear out your nose because you'd be dripping everything.
It would be like the Blair Witch. Wow, it's kind of interesting. We were just talking about clip shows with Trigger, and I totally forgot that Zenkaiger was a clip show.
No! Mine!
Anyway, now that we've gone past all the previous clips of the beginning of what just happened,
Oh my god, if you did that and started with the Blair Witch thing, you screwing people so much. You're like, what's going on? I want my mommy. But we have another episode coming with Stacy.
No, we have another 50 seconds of an episode coming with Stacy.
Now, okay. If, for some reason, we actually got a full Stacy episode, what would you do?
I would be amazed. I'd be surprised.
Okay, let me see your surprise face. That doesn't look surprised to me. That
This
looks
is my
dull.
surprise face.
I've been with you for 20 years. You can do better than that.
Well, I can't just do it on the fly. I'm not surprised. The surprise face has to be something when I'm surprised. Like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming. Like, open a present. Oh my god, I didn't know I was getting this. Why the hell why the hell did someone buy me this?
Okay, so that... Alright, that's a different couples therapy topic time. Nevertheless, thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Couples Therapy. I hope you enjoyed it. And keep an eye out because hopefully we'll be able to do this for the next couple of weeks. I don't see why we wouldn't. That sounds terrible to say. Hopefully we can do this.
Well, next week, because we have the convention, we'll probably have to do it on Monday or Tuesday.
And then...
The following week, we'll have to do it that Sunday because obviously you have the surgery the next day. And then that's when everything's going to get loopy. Like you.
Doopy. I know. Oh my god. We could end up doing a Zenkaiger episode where I could be recovering and I could be taking the medications provided to me and I'd be more crazier than I am now.
On that note, click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support me. You can support me or her at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, Kaiju no Kami, and the website creativitybydesignllc.com. Now to screw with you, what's up everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and this is... And we are going to be talking about Zenkaiger, episode 25. Wait a minute. I think we already did this, but we never did a proper introduction.
No, we actually never did a proper introduction.
So speaking of clip shows...
It is a clip show. This is our life now. It's a clip show. We're just going around in circles, around and around, twirling and twirling and twirling.
So we're a Smash Mouth song.
Is that a Smash Mouth song?
Maybe.